Good evening. Welcome to the June 10th, June 10th, I almost thought January 10th, school committee meeting. I'll start with attendance, with a roll call of attendance. Ms. Gibbons?
Here.
Mr. Underhill?
Here.
I am here. Ms. Canistrai?
Here.
And Ms. Briggs?
Here.
And Mr. Superintendent Mullaney?
Yep.
Excellent. I'll read the announcement also. So this meeting is being recorded and can be viewed on Mondays at 7 o'clock p.m. on Comcast Channel 8 or Verizon Channel 37. All meeting videos are also posted to the Millis Public Schools website under School Committee. All videos are also available on YouTube. All school committee minutes and agendas can be found on the school committee page of the Millis Public Schools website. Persons wishing to speak during open session must sign in before the meeting starts. Comments are not to exceed 3 minutes in time. Individuals may not name students, staff, or parents. All topics for discussion must be limited to those items listed on this evening's agenda, and all comments must be directed to the chair. The committee may not respond to public comments. It shall be their decision to discuss issues at a later date, and all times are approximate. Do we have anyone signed in for?
We do not.
All right then. Then our student rep, from what I understand, is getting ready for finals. So that's a worthwhile reason to prioritize. But Ms. Coppice, welcome up. Hi.
It has been a busy couple of weeks at school. So we will start with Clyde Brown held their first whole school field day last Friday. The event was spearheaded by Danny Colazzo, Kelly Linzianato, and the Field Day Committee, and it involved all 624 students, the staff, and over 70 parent volunteers. The day was fun-filled with activities inside and outside the school. A big thank you to the Homeless School Association for supporting funding for the day, and Sean Fallon and Food Services for coordinating the grab and go. And I know from my own child telling me, because she was in the parachute ball area, that it was quite an exciting day, and it ran like clockwork, so it was a lot of fun. At the end of the field day, there was a special treat where Tana Django and Elise Malloy were slimed. These buckets of slime was a celebration of reaching their Booster-Thon fundraising goal. So it was a fun outdoor school assembly. The fourth grade took a field trip to the Boston Tea Party Museum, inspired by Wit and Wisdom's Module 2 about the American Revolution. Preschool has visited Tangerine's farm, where they enjoyed a hayride and got to pick delicious strawberries. The 5th and 6th grade concerts were held with much fanfare in the auditorium, and it was quite lovely. Moving into the middle school, a big thank you to Mr. Carter for raising $330 for the library through the Park Street Summer Reading Book Fair. The middle school is going to have some literature circles with summer reading selections with 7 book options for students. Thank you to Merit for supporting summer reading program, and they are excited to encourage all the students to read and savor reading over the summer. The 6th grade enjoyed their final field trip of the year to the Everwood Day Camp in Sharon. It was a beautiful day, and they felt that their students had exemplary behavior, and they were so proud of them. The 6th grade caregivers are invited to visit the National Park Student Showcase that is coming up. 7th grade social studies ended the year exploring Greece and Rome, and the government concepts they learned will help prepare them for next year's focus in 8th grade civics. 7th grade Spanish students are reviewing all of the topics they've learned this year by playing some fun Kahoots and Gim Kits. They are especially excited to sing their favorite Spanish songs they learned one last time before moving on to 8th grade. 7th graders are gearing up for their field day event on Thursday, and it looks like the weather will actually be the nicest day of the week, just like last Thursday was for graduation. 8th graders are celebrating their completion of their middle school journey with a trip to the State House last week, followed by a baseball game at Fenway Park that ended with a walk-off home run. On Friday night, the 8th graders had their semi-formal dance, and a big old thank you to Amanda McGee for organizing snack donations and decorations. Today, 8th graders were able to do more team building and connecting at the Treetop Adventure. A big thank you again to Merit for a grant to provide the students with this opportunity for the culminating activity. And tomorrow, the middle school will bring back the student showcase and have families in to see all of the good work that has happened this year. They're eager for this opportunity for students to reflect on a job well done and a year of growth. At the high school, if we sort of work in reverse, we are in the throes of final exams right now. Last week we had a fabulous opportunity to attend the graduation exercises with some wonderful speakers and a lovely address by Mr. Mullaney himself. It was a toasty night, but the kids seemed really excited and happy and just displayed the same sort of decorum they have through their entire year, so it was lovely. We had our senior class awards Wednesday afternoon on the football field as well, and the senior banquet was Wednesday night last week. So a final congratulations to the class of 2025 seniors. Juniors enjoyed their move-up breakfast Friday morning, and again a thank you to Mr. Fallon in the cafeteria for putting out a lovely spread for them. We had our underclassmen awards on Monday morning this week. Mr. Mullaney hosted the grade 9 and grade 10 awards in the gymnasium, and Mr. Nash hosted the grade 11 awards in the auditorium. We had lots of family and caregivers coming in to celebrate their students' successes. We had biology MCAS last week on Thursday and Friday morning as well, so that was kind of a fun adventure. Congressman Ostklaus interviewed Caitlin Richards to learn more about student journalism. Of course, she had won that award earlier this year. And we celebrated retirements yesterday at the district level with a lovely soiree in the cafeteria hosted by Bob. In athletics, congratulations to the class of 2025 and all of the student athletes. So at class day, we had our outstanding male athlete was Nick Holman. Our outstanding female athlete was Lindsay Gratton. Andrew Morse had an above and beyond. Amelia Leach was an unsung hero. Our Scholar Athlete Award winner was Olivia Fong. And we had 23 seniors earn 5 or more varsity letters in their Millis athletic career. So the final spring team has exited the state tournament. Softball traveled to Western Mass to take on number 2 Greenfield, fell 9-1, but good luck to senior captains Amelia Leach and Isabella Barriones. And fall registration opened today for football, soccer, girls volleyball, golf, cross country, and the Medway Co-op cheer. The gut clinic registration has opened, and that is July 7th to August 7th. Fall athletics is open, that's a double one. And our TVL awards for the spring were Brody Barrett All-Star, Nick Holman Honorable Mention, Jack Nally Co-Coach of the Year. Zoe Sparks and Kira Davis were All-Stars for softball. Alicia Ellis, Molly Rand, and Mia Vasta were Honorable Mentions in softball. Leland Judkins and Henry Kiggins were All-Stars for boys volleyball. And in girls tennis, Amelia Staples, Olivia Fong were all-stars. And wow, spring has a lot of sports. Outdoor track and field, Harrison Lower, Shaylin Conroy, and Dylan Fitzgerald were all-stars for track and field. So it's been a busy end of the year. Any questions on the end of the year? Are you ready? You know, for the first time in my 18 years here, I got my entire to-do list done on the first day of finals. That doesn't mean I'm done with everything, but like everything I set out to do today, I actually got done. So that was like, it only took me 18 years to get to that point. So I'm feeling confident about tomorrow. You know, it's a good time.
Right.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah,
Have a good day.
Thank you very much.
Have a good
Thank
summer.
you. So we'll move into the action items. The first one is consideration to approve the June 3rd, 2025 meeting minutes.
Mr. Chair,
Ms. Briggs.
I make a motion to approve the February, I did it just like Bob did. I looked at the numbers. At the June 3rd meeting minutes.
Been moved and seconded. Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously. Thank you. The next item on the agenda is consideration to approve the executive session minutes from January to May, but I'm going to suggest that we table that and do it at our next meeting, which would be in 2 weeks. I don't know if we need to. Do we need to?
No, that's fine.
Table it. Okay, perfect. It's been tabled. Next is the consideration to approve school committee meeting dates for July and August.
Okay.
So do we discuss? We talk
What,
about this, right?
I don't know if.
Maybe you should just do one a month.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
do like one in each month.
That's all right.
Do you need us to have one for like finishing off the budget, or because I always feel like Terry said we always needed one like at the end of June to like vote on things.
Yeah, at the next meeting, we'll have the invoices over $5,000.
Yeah.
But we can do that on the June 24th.
Okay.
I don't know how July 22nd looks for people. I have
Sure.
the Superintendent's Institute on the 15th through the 17th, so I wouldn't be available then.
Okay.
Um,
The 22nd works.
Yeah,
for
we
me.
can do it.
Yeah, I have a class that night, so I'm not able to, so I can't do the 22nd.
Do you want to do the 29th, or do you want to do it
The 8th or 29th?
The 29th.
earlier?
Does this
I don't know.
29th
What do you
The
think?
29th might be better. The 8th would be kind of close to.
Okay. Does that work for people?
I'm available. I'm not allowed to take time off from work. July and August.
Not allowed, huh?
And
Interesting.
we do the summer ones on.
On Zoom, yeah. Yeah.
It's my busiest time of the year at work, so.
So July 29th.
All right, so July 29th, and then our first one for the next school year would be the beginning of September, right?
Right, yeah.
Would
Or
be
the-
September 2nd. That's the day after Labor Day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when we've done it in the past.
Minutes. Okay. So, do you want to meet like the 19th?
Yeah.
August 19th?
Yeah, I think I am.
Because if we're meeting the 2nd, that's like 2
Yep.
weeks from that. I don't know. What works for you, Bob? Do you want
That
to do
works
the
for
12th?
me.
The 12th is only 2 weeks after the 29th.
Yeah, so the 19th works.
The 19th.
Does that work for people?
That work for yeah.
Okay.
7:30.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
That
and
works.
those would be virtual meetings, right?
Yeah, just those
so I
two.
can get a
Or Google Meet.
Google Meet link out.
All right. So we're looking at July 29th and August 19th.
Yeah.
I'll
And are we
Dates
saying
work
that
for
the
everybody.
first one of like in September is going to be the 2nd?
the 2nd of that's the day after Labor Day. So that
Okay. Does that work for the school, Bob?
Yep.
Or do you want it to be like a week into school?
No, it's actually fine because
Okay.
we have the week before we kind of take care of all the
Okay.
stuff, get the kids in for a couple days, so we should be able to report on
Okay.
how the first few days went.
All right.
perfect.
And then on that one, we can like plan out the rest of the fall. Does that sound good?
So if the July 29th, August 19th, and then September 2nd, the first of the new school year in person again. Okay. I think I would take a motion at this point if these dates work. Do we need to
I don't think we need
Do we
to
need to-
like vote
We
on
don't?
it.
Oh.
No.
approved?
We're just saying that we're doing it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So July 29th at 7:30 and August 19th at 7:30, both virtual, and then September 2nd will be our first meeting of the fall in person again. Excellent. Next up is getting ready for summer. Is to appoint consideration to appoint signers for the bills over the summer months. So we need two. We have to approve doing two
Yeah, we
signers,
just
right?
approve two, and we usually have two members who kind of take the lead role, but alternates can also come in and sign.
Okay.
I'm around if needed.
You're
I'm not
around.
going anywhere.
Okay.
It's the last week of June is the only time I'll be away.
Perfect. Yeah, and
Perfect.
what we do is I can text you or email you when there's bills to sign. Great. And sometimes we deliver. If you can't come, we come to you. If you're in the pool, we'll put them on a float and push them out to you. Thank you.
So do we need to vote to
I
approve
think
that?
you have to vote to approve
Two.
having two
To have
signs.
two.
Because it's
instead of
only
three,
2
yeah.
people instead of the
Okay.
3.
All right.
Mr. Chair,
Ms. Gibbons.
I make a motion to approve Shana Canestrari and Peter Underhill as the 2 bill signers from July 1st through September 1st, with alternates as available.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Nope. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously. And the final action item is consideration to approve the FY26 recast budget.
So, in your packets is the recast budget with a total of $21,300,724, and that total for the schools has been confirmed with the town director of finance and the town accountant. And it is the amount that was approved at town meeting, the overall municipal budget. So with the contracts that we've negotiated, we were able to move some money out of ed reform and put that into the salary line. So those lines are more accurate than the prior iterations of the budget. As you know, during the course of the year, things change and lines move a little bit, but the bottom line will always be $21,300,724.
Excellent. Ms. Gibbons.
Make a motion that the school committee adopt the FY26 recast Millis Public Schools budget in the amount of $21,300,754 as presented.
7, I think 24. Right? Oh, on the bottom of this one it says 724. Is that not right?
Oh,
Yes.
okay. On Bob's memo, it says 54.
Oh.
Oh, no, it doesn't? Oh, wait, no, it does in the motion. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry about
No,
that.
That's
no,
it.
no, no.
Oh, Thank you for reading it carefully.
724 as presented. Thank you.
Yeah.
Second.
Second. Oh.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion?
So
All,
I have a question. This is the number that we voted on in town meeting, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just double check it. All good.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously.
So we'll send that approved budget over to town hall and they'll create the budget and start FY26.
Yeah.
Excellent. So next up is time and learning. Do we have?
We have no time on learning.
The
3
time is
days.
up for learning. The
3
time
days
is up for
left.
learning.
That's it. Yep.
We still got 3 days of learning left.
I have 2 weeks. Next is the chair report. There's an MSBA update.
So we had a working session last week with the chief of police and the fire chief to talk about some of the security measures and some concerns about the new drop-off and loading and unloading zone of the buses, just to make sure that the wasn't going to bottleneck too much, or that the buses had enough space and the fire trucks could get in and out, and then some other security things that they brought up just in general to keep the kids safe. And then we have a meeting tomorrow at 1 o'clock at the Roach Brother Room in the library for a public forum for those that want to come and learn about what's happening. And then, what else, Bob? Next week?
Yeah, then
We have
the
a meeting?
working group will also meet after that here, and then I think the SBC is a week from tomorrow, the 18th.
Yeah, so we have an in-person meeting
In-person.
because they're going to be bringing all the like samples of things for us to touch and see and all the things. So we're going to meet in person next Wednesday.
Make
That's
it
kind
feel
of where
real.
we're at.
Yep, it's
Excellent, thank you. Next is the superintendent report.
So June enrollment, Clyde Brown had 624 kids, up one. We had a preschool kid turns preschool age in May, so joined us. Middle school 267 stayed the same. High school 297 stayed the same. Ties is at 3. We had 2 wonderful graduations in May. So we were down 2 at ties. Total in district 1191, down 1. Out of district we have 22 students, and that was the same as May. And choice students 52 students, and that was the same as May. So I'm not anticipating any new arrivals in the next 3 days.
Excellent, thank you. Any correspondence? I don't even know where to look. I'm just assuming I look around. No correspondence. And I don't have any announcements. Does anyone have any announcements?
Just if you're available, 1 o'clock.
Oh, yep.
Come to
That's
the
right.
Roach Brothers
Sure
room.
am. 1 o'clock tomorrow. Yep. And any, I don't think we have any old business or new business. All right. So then all that is, that would be the conclusion of our agenda. Our next meeting is June 24th for the final in-person meeting. Take a motion to end the.
Are we going to go
move
into
to
executive
are we-
session?
For transportation, are we going?
Actually, yeah, probably just
Yeah.
update.
Okay, perfect. Ms. Gibbons.
I make a motion to leave open session to enter executive session to discuss strategy and conduct bargaining with union and non-union personnel, not to return to open session.
Second.
Moved and seconded. This is a roll call vote. Ms. Gibbons?
Aye.
Mr. Underhill?
Aye.
I am an aye. Ms. Canistrai?
Aye.
Ms. Briggs?
Aye.
That concludes our meeting for tonight. Again, June 24th is our next meeting, the final one for before we move into the summer virtual meetings. And thank you very much.
Thank you.